good time to start this.
Oh, are we ready to start this?
About so.
Okay.
Not now. Now that y'all are flipping off the camera, I guess we can't.
It's
start
our
this.
50th.
Thanks for sticking around, fuckers. There you go. All right, we're all assholes.
All right, let's do this then. Welcome to the 8-Bit Cat Show, a place where
It's our 50th episode.
Thomas! You gotta let me get through the opening first. Thomas!
You fault him for just being excited.
Yes.
No one thought we'd make it this far.
All right, let's try this again.
Oh, I thought we were gonna keep it going. I liked it. Seemed about right.
No. Kitty. Welcome to the 8-Bit Cat Show.
This is our 50th episode.
Thomas!
Okay.
He's gonna keep doing it. He's gonna do it again.
Welcome to the 8-Bit Cat Show, a place where friends geek out over the nerdy things, sometimes with cats.
It's our 50th. Yay.
Bailey
Yeah,
says
you can't really see the
hello.
cat.
She's
Yeah,
here.
it just looks like a kitty confetti.
All you really did was take out Zach there.
Ooh, thank goodness. Like on a date or with a gun? What do we do?
A little bit of both.
I'm down for either. Oh, you just let me know when and where.
Come here, lassie.
Yeah, 50th.
50 episodes.
And I'm sure the people who have watched us have watched like 2 episodes.
Yay,
Hey.
2 episodes.
It's more than I would watch.
You're on our first episode. Congratulations. Hooray.
Hooray.
Well, now that the formalities are out of the way.
This is fine. Everything's fine.
Oh, wait. Nope. I got that. Call back.
I think it's enough celebration. There we go. There we go. He's got that. He's ready to
This
go.
is fine.
Fair enough.
This is fine.
He's pulled it up.
Yeah, so
50 episodes in. What was your favorite episode so far?
Witch Bucket, obviously.
Yeah, which bucket?
That was so
Do you-
Only I call
Do you
that.
know that if I have to make a ship in any video game, I call it Witch Bucket?
No,
I name it Witch Bucket.
every time now.
Yeah. Every time. I literally got like Cosmoteers, like there's like a shipbuilder thing, and I have named it Witch Bucket.
That's fantastic and makes
And-
me really happy.
And in the lore, I put should be a Taylor Swift song
Acceptable.
because it gives you that option.
That's
That's
even funnier.
fantastic.
So other people can like look that up and say, "Oh, his ship's named Witch Bucket. Ooh, he's
Yeah,
got
it's-
lore.
Yeah.
This should also be a Taylor Swift song." Yeah, he's probably right. That seems it fits. It fits.
Bailey's helping.
Oh yes, thank you so much, you fluffy pain in the butt.
Yeah, other than that, the wild card weekend also happened.
Well, we're gonna talk about football.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about football.
I guess that's popular culture. We just don't normally go there.
Well,
We
I
don't talk
thought
about
For like
sports.
the next 5 minutes.
the games were like really amazing this over the weekend. Like they were all drag out battles. And my favorite game was yesterday when Dallas beat the shit out of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and Tom Brady was the saddest panda ever. And it made me really
know,
happy.
You know, I'll agree to that. I don't like Dallas. I really don't. I just hate the whole America team thing. That just doesn't go well. But being that they kicked Tom Brady's ass.
He did
I'm
look
okay
like he
with
was
that.
gonna cry at some point, at a couple points in time there. He definitely he's like
He's mad
"Oh,
about things.
He's like, why did I get divorced to play mediocre football? This is not good.
Oh, I know why he got divorced.
Why?
No, he got divorced to play football. But why would you play mediocre
Hold
football?
on. Hold on.
Have you seen him kissing his child?
There it is.
I'm not here to shame anybody, but yeah, that's not how you.
They
It's
call
weird.
back to a couple episodes again
It's weird.
where I put that in one of my bits.
It's
You
weird.
did. You did.
And it's weird shit.
See, it's all coming back around. Full circle.
Full circle.
Peter, did you at least see the Mandalorian season 3 trailer? Because that premiered during last night's game.
No.
That's the real reason I watched, is because at halftime they were doing the Mandalorian season 3
You
trailer.
didn't even know until I put it on.
Well, that was good. And it seems interesting.
I don't know. It did. I mean, the trailer, honestly, it didn't really reveal any new information that we didn't already know. It was just kind of, a.
Oh, so it was designed entirely to hype you up for a show that they want you to be hyped about?
Yes,
Yes.
Without
100%.
giving you any new information whatsoever?
100%.
Yes.
Okay.
That's exactly what they did.
They already released their trailer for the 3rd season when they released Book of Boba Fett.
Basically, yeah.
And in that episode, they made choices that I didn't much care for, so I'm not super excited at.
Uh-oh.
Oh, like what choices?
We've talked about this before.
Remind me.
Very annoyed that Grogu is back with the Mandalorian.
Yeah, that's a bad plan.
Oh, wait.
Yeah.
It's been a while since we talked about it.
That's pretty
fresh.
that's pretty major, though. Yeah.
Refresh.
Yeah.
Well, I
It's
mean,
kinda-
I remember what happened. I just didn't remember why Peter was annoyed about it.
Oh, because it kind of undoes the first 2 seasons.
Like kind of the whole point of what I thought
Yeah,
the
no,
show
no,
was.
I-
Yeah.
Grogu to Luke,
I-
and then
I got all that back part when you said, "Oh, because he's back with Luke." I
Apparently-
just didn't remember the initial.
Apparently they couldn't afford to de-age Mark Hamill anymore, so they had to write Luke out of the show.
or just write
Probably.
Grogu out of the show. Or just
Well,
do a little spin-off show, Luke and Grogu. People would watch it. I wouldn't watch it, but y'all would watch it.
Well, I mean, question with Grogu not getting Jedi training,
Oh, he's
Isn't
gonna
there,
fall to
like-
the dark side
Oh.
for sure.
but I mean, isn't there some lore that they train themselves, that they can train themselves?
I mean, isn't that
Any-
basically what Luke did?
Not canon anymore.
No, because
Luke
he
was
went to
trained by
Yoda.
Ghost and Yoda.
Yeah.
Oh, there was one part though in the new trailer where Grogu does use the Force to like push this monster off a cliff.
Nice.
Of course there was.
yeah.
I mean, my thing is,
Moments from the first 2 seasons.
how did Jedi's come to be if they had to all get trained?
Like I said, yeah, maybe he comes to it on his own terms. But the other point is, why? When Luke is right fucking there.
Because they had to write off Luke Hamill or Mark Hamill.
Luke
Luke
Hamill.
Hamill.
Mark
Luke Hamill.
Skywalker.
It was to make sure the cute character from the popular show stayed in the popular show.
Yeah, they gotta
So
sell.
they
They gotta
undid
sell their
character
merch.
development for the sake of merchandising, and I hate that.
Come on, little Yoda.
Baby Yoda.
It's the same fucking problem that shows up in ongoing comics all the time. You might get a character to develop and move past a certain mindset, and they're going to reset that shit in the next issue because they don't want that to change to happen. They want to maintain that status quo.
Yeah,
Peter
because
Parker can never really like being Spider-Man because he's supposed to hate it
Then
Yeah.
why do it?
because he feels like he has to.
with
That's the
great
whole thing
power
with-
becomes great responsibility.
Yeah,
Nah.
It's a burden
that's
of
the
purpose.
whole spiel. He
Thanks,
hates
Uncle
being
Ben.
Spider-Man. Uncle Ben dying means he has to be Spider-Man.
He is burdened
There
with
is, like,
glorious purpose.
20 different issues where Peter's like, you know what, I actually kind of like being Spider-Man. And then it gets undone like an issue or 2 later. Usually without any sort of explanation. He's just back to hating it.
It's his
Excellent.
job. Don't
It's
we
his
all hate our
job.
jobs?
Some days I like my job. I'm right. I'm right there,
Mine's-
right there with Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Sometimes I
Mine's
really
not-
enjoy it.
Mine's not too bad. Not too bad.
And some days you're like, why do I have to do this? Oh yes, to eat.
It's the getting up early part that gets me. Like, if I could roll in the office at 10 a.m., that'd be great.
You probably could. You should just need to convince them to let you work from home.
I tried to do... Okay, so yesterday, our internet was down for 2 hours. And in order to do anything, I need the internet. And I was like, can you just send us home? Like, I can do this from home.
And I have internet at my house. That would actually make sense. Productivity, uptime. I don't know.
Or
Corporate jargon.
Or let me have an office
Synergy.
cat. Look, there's one right here.
An office cat?
Yeah.
They would never let you have an office cat.
Lies.
No, they would never let you in particular have an office cat.
Well, yeah, you never get anything done.
Yes, I
No,
should.
she would have like 10 of them show up all of a sudden.
Like, you said office cats, right?
Cats.
Office cats?
Cats with a Z, which
Yeah.
is more than 2. It's not just plural, it's like super plural.
Super plural.
Oh, if you spell it with a Z, it means 8 or more.
Yeah.
Yes. Anyway, Peter, you watched the first episode of The Last of Us. How was that?
It was good. They had to flesh out certain parts to make you give a shit.
Mm-hmm,
Like y'all played Last of Us, right?
I have. I don't. I know he hasn't. I don't know if Tom has.
No. Do you remember who Sarah is?
Not really.
Sarah's the main character's actual daughter.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Joel's daughter.
Yeah.
That dies like 5 minutes into the first game.
Right.
They fleshed her out like she lasts a lot longer. She still dies like right at the beginning of the outbreak. They just gave her more time so you can be
Care.
sad that she dies.
So you can empathize with Joel more when he's sad
Exactly.
about his daughter being dead.
Right. It's necessary. In the game, you're gonna care, but that's because you're playing a game. You're actively engaging.
You
yeah.
are Joel. You're
gotta
like,
put
my daughter died. I have to murder
Actually-
everything here.
If you remember, well, you didn't play it.
I didn't
Up
play
till that point, you play as Sarah. Sarah was the initial player character.
Oh, freaky.
Yeah.
And then you die.
But they give a little more time to that. But there's a lot of scenes that are just also one-for-one recreations from stuff in the game.
Oh, nice.
Unlike with like the Uncharted movie where they got a lot of set pieces from the game that were one-for-one, this was good. Is it
Good.
the correct context?
It's terrible. I love it.
I'm excited.
It's so bad.
No,
I'm
it's
gonna
been
watch
really
it.
good so far. It's only
eventually.
one episode, so they still have plenty of time to fuck it up. But I've been enjoying it.
Can you just be hopeful, Peter?
No.
It's TV.
No.
They're bound to fuck it up somehow.
I believe that's not TV. It's HBO.
Yeah, it's HBO Max, but they also did the Velma show.
They're
which
bound
is
to fuck
the
it
worst
up.
thing to ever happen.
Oh yeah, apparently it now has a worse IMDb rating than Dragon Ball Evolution.
That doesn't surprise me.
I saw a great meme today that says the king has been dethroned.
It is the lowest rated thing on IMDb currently. Just overall, it is apparently
What
the most garbage piece of media ever created, according to Denzians on the internet. Which I don't even.
The actor that played Goku in Dragon Ball Evolution did research about how Goku is supposed to act.
That is
That's
true.
the only point I can give Dragon Ball Evolution, but it's a point.
Hey, there's one. The only point that I can really give to the Velma show right now, because I'm honestly refusing to watch it because they've gutted out the actual point of the characters and show, so it doesn't really make sense. It does animated
watched
pretty
a
neat.
lot by hate watchers, but like it shouldn't be. Don't watch it. Don't waste
Yeah,
your time.
that's what I'm
It's
saying.
bad.
I'm not going to support it, so they don't make a second season or hopefully any
Oh
more
no,
episodes.
they've already renewed it for a second season.
Well, that's stupid.
I bet they
I don't
have.
think the renewal's been announced, but they have said they're already working on it. Like they're
That's really
producing
dumb.
the second season already.
That's really dumb.
They're gonna make you love it.
I don't know.
Hate it?
This doesn't make any sense to me. Scooby Doo is not even in the show. Why the fuck
Yeah.
watch
No,
it?
Because it's
They're-
not
they
about
weren't allowed to have
Scooby
'em.
Doo.
Because the second season they're gonna
They
bring him
weren't allowed
back.
to have him. Because it's an adult-oriented show. They did not get the rights to put Scooby Doo in it.
That's the whole point.
Oh,
Scooby
so
will
they're
not
gonna
be
able
there.
to-
Yeah, he is specifically not allowed to be in it.
Wow.
I think
And they're
it's
trying to frame it like, oh, it's an origin. That's why Scooby's not there. But
the origins that they've had Scooby since he was like 9.
Shaggy's had Scooby since he was like a little kid. Yeah,
Yeah.
so
So wait,
I'm
did
sorry,
the other
Orville.
did the other characters still show up in it?
They're all there, yes.
Just not Scooby?
Yeah, and they're just not anything like themselves.
That's dumb.
And they all apparently
Velma
hate
is
each other a
just
little bit.
calling now. Like that's just how she acts.
Yeah, and apparently they all hate each other a little bit.
They do. None of them like each other.
No, I'm good. No, thank you.
Well, no, that's not true.
Oh, yeah,
Norville really likes Velma.
Like in a creepy incel way.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I believe the quote would be a beta cuckold.
I think that's almost exactly what they call him in like the advertising tweet.
I believe it is.
I gotta
Yeah, I believe that's the. Or he worries about being a beta male because he
Yeah.
simps hard for Velma.
Yeah. That's what it is.
Tom's like looking it up right now. He needs to know.
You don't.
All the reviews are like pretty universally scathing. It's honestly
There's something that could have been good here, but it's none of them are like, this is good.
they're like, oh man, if you had changed everything that you had fundamentally done here, this would have been fantastic. Again, I think it's animated very nice.
From the screenshots you've seen.
The animation style is very interesting. I got no issue with it. I think they screwed up Norville. I think he should be a little bit more shaggy. But I think
That's a reoccurring joke, apparently, is how much Norville doesn't do drugs. Because it's funny how everyone called Shaggy a stoner, so let's say the opposite the whole time.
yeah, apparently now Daphne sells drugs due to a dark family secret or something weird like that too.
Yeah.
That's stupid.
It's odd. It's very strange.
This all sounds stupid.
It is.
But people are gonna watch it because Velma
hate-
and Daphne are lesbians and they're gonna kiss, and that's
I thought only Velma
They
was
did.
a lesbian.
I don't know. They're gonna
They
kiss.
did in this second episode.
Yeah. See,
Oh.
so everybody's gonna watch it because
But-
like they might kiss.
They really shouldn't watch it, though, because it's just bait.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm
that's
just saying,
the
but
whole point.
that's how it. But it works. It's going
Right.
to work, is what I'm saying.
If nothing else, people will watch it to make fun of it.
Well, it still
Yeah, 'cause
means
they
it
hate watching
exists.
it.
Stop letting it exist.
Stop letting it exist.
It's actually on the ScoobyDooFandom.com wiki.
Really?
There's actually a Scubapedia.
Okay, here's the actual quote. Shaggy has become Norville, a school newspaper striver friend-zoned by his beloved Velma. He's worried he's a beta male. Remember that lame humor concept from 20 years ago? Yeah, and you reminding us that it's lame doesn't make it less lame. Still bad.
Yeah, I don't know. It just seems like it's hitting all the wrong
The only
Everything.
thing
areas
the,
there.
the only thing on this wiki is personality for Norval. He is Velma Dinkley's best friend and has a crush on her. He is initially anti-drugs, but later changes his opinion.
Initially anti-drugs and then changes his opinion.
Uh-huh.
Some girl gets him to smoke some weed.
I mean, wouldn't that technically be anyone who does drugs were initially anti-drug, and then they changed
They
their...
may not have been anti-drug. They could have just been
Not
neither
doing
pro
drugs.
nor con. They were like,
Yeah.
I am just,
They're neutral on it. That's fine.
Neutral.
I am
Yeah.
drug neutral.
Yeah. You're
I
not
can go
saying
either way.
care. Yeah.
You do you over there.
Wait, that seems fun. That just reminds me of the Walk Hard movie.
Oh, yeah.
He's just like, you don't want any of this. Walk out, Dewey. What is it? It's weed. It's not addictive, and it makes everything better no matter what you do. You don't want any of it. No, I think I do.
What is
Wait,
this?
wait. It's the Walk Hard movie. It's the parody of the Walk the Line, basically. And yeah, in the big drug montage scene where he gets addicted to drugs, they start out with, you don't want it, but then he talks about how great weed is, and he goes, I think I do want it. Let me try that. Wait a second.
Wasn't there a few scenes where he does the "you don't want none of this" thing?
Yeah. It does keep escalating. It starts out with weed, and he's like, it's cocaine. It makes you be able to work all day and all night. And there's only very minor side effects, but only if you do a whole lot. But it can kill you, so watch out. And he goes, oh, I don't think I want any of that. No, you should try some. Wait, what? And you never once paid for drugs.
Crazy weird.
Have you never seen that movie?
Nope.
It's
You should. It's great.
something else.
add it
Oh,
to the list.
It's John C. Riley at his best, 100%. And because he gets to sing and be absolutely hilarious.
Oh,
The man's a solid singer.
I guess.
He was in Chicago.
Was he really?
Yeah, he's Mr. Cellophane.
He should go on The Masked Singer. That's my thing now. Every time I find out someone can sing, I'm like, oh, they need to go on The Masked Singer.
I don't know. I didn't like the format of the show this year. They better bring it back around.
They change it every season. You know that.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I didn't like the format this year.
Yeah, it didn't really
People didn't really get to compete.
Yeah, like it was kind of dumb.
Most people went home after one performance.
I mean, it did make a bunch of the weak people go home like super quick though, so you didn't have to sit through like a bunch of like, oh my god, why are they still here? You guys don't watch that. It's fine.
No. So was
I
it just
wish I did
shorter or
watch.
something? I wasn't paying any attention.
They just changed the format. Like basically every week, like 3 people competed and 2 of them went home, and then the one person that didn't go home went to the next week and had to beat the next 2 people. So most of the time it was, and if anybody was any good, like the first person got
Cycle.
through. They were in 3 episodes, and then everybody else was in 1 episode. So you didn't get a chance to because the whole point is you're supposed to guess the identity of the person underneath. So you only got 1 round of clues. So they're like guess, and you're like, I don't know who the fuck it is. I heard them once, and I got 1 set of clues that maybe had 2 real clues in it.
Yeah, because it's not like they spell out the clues for you. Like they're really you really have to watch the little video thing that they talk over, and as they're saying things, listen and kind of look to kind of figure out.
Yeah, there's most of the people I don't get after 6 packages, and they're like, yeah, I guess this person after you've seen 1 clue package. Here you go, have a great day.
Although boy banders, I don't even need the clue packages. Most of them, their first song, I'm like, yo, that's Nick Carter. I got Nick Carter, Nick Lachey, Joey Fatone.
I don't know.
Is it because you listen to them on your spare time?
I mean, I grew up with
For her
NSYNC,
entire
98
childhood, I
Degrees,
think.
and Backstreet Boys, so yes.
No, I mean you have all their solo projects tucked away in the corner of your closet.
I do have Nick Lachey and Nick Carter's solo projects, yes. Is accurate.
That's why you know.
It's sad. That makes me sad inside to know that now.
That they had solo projects?
Know that you've listened to them. I knew they had them. I just didn't think anybody listened to
I mean, it's not like I was
That's why they didn't go anywhere.
It's not like I was listening to Aaron Carter. Calm down.
Oh, R.I.P. Aaron Carter.
Did he die?
Yeah, you didn't know that?
Oh, shit.
Wow.
Damn.
That's
It got dark, kiddo.
That's how much I care about Aaron Carter.
Shit.
Ouch.
How did he
Wasn't
die?
even that long ago.
Someone Google it.
It was 2 weeks ago.
It was not 2 weeks ago. Can someone
It was
Google
in
it for me?
November.
Was it
Was it?
really?
Was
It was
it?
that?
Yeah.
It was that's soon recent?
Yeah, it was
It was
not
that
very long
soon
ago.
recent. Wow.
It was not very long ago, no.
Was it drug related?
Probably.
Only thing I can find is that they haven't finished the toxology report yet.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. Speaking of
He was originally found drowned in the tub, but they believe it was actually a fatal overdose that happened before he drowned in the tub.
Speaking of recent deaths, Lisa Marie Presley died.
Yeah, that happened. She had a heart attack.
I know, that's nuts.
She's 54. You can have a heart attack. You gotta take care of yourself. Life's a bitch, and then you fucking die.
Yeah.
Well, apparently we're getting dark.
She apparently had a lot of the same issues her father had.
That makes sense. It sounds like some
Robbie
genetic shit.
Knievel died too.
Wait, Robbie Knievel died. Did he
Yeah.
was it at least while doing a stunt, or was it some bullshit way like a heart attack or drank himself to
What
death?
the 50th episode, woo!
Come on, that's how every Daredevil wants to go out.
I'm telling you, he wants to go out in a stunt. He wants to go out. This Steve Irwin would not have been happy had he died in his bed. He is happy that he went the way he did. I guarantee that.
I wouldn't want to burn to death.
Robbie Knievel was sick.
No, that's too bad.
Sick with.
Probably cancer.
Yeah, it doesn't say.
It's normally cancer.
But he was in hospice 4 days leading up
Oh, I
to
didn't
it.
realize that. That's too bad.
That's sad. Anybody else die recently?
Jesus, I think so. Actually, it's been a rough. January's been rough.
Well, we're down at the bottom. Might as well just keep it.
Did anybody live this year?
Everybody who's currently alive.
Everybody.
Jeff Beck died.
Who?
Jeff Beck.
Who's that?
Wait, Beck died?
Yeah.
Oh, Jeff Beck of Beck?
Yeah.
Huh. Fuck,
Yeah, he's
Jeff.
dead.
Shit.
I couldn't even tell you one of their songs, so.
A child star, Adam Rich, died. I don't know who that is. Let's see. Adam Rich.
I've sent us
Yeah.
down a spiral of depression.
You have. What were you in, Adam Rich, as a child? Um, the $6 Million Man. No, he was only in one episode.
Yeah, that doesn't count.
That doesn't.
It's something you would actually be known from. Oh, he only had bit parts. Oh wait, no, he was in Enough Is Enough.
He was a child character
Or
actor?
8 Is Enough. Yeah.
I've heard of character actors, but I've never heard of a child character actor.
I don't know if we ever mentioned it, but Leslie Jordan passed recently too.
Oh yeah, we I think we mentioned that one.
Fred White,
I don't know who that is.
drummer for Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Oh, that makes sense. I bet he remembers.
I was gonna say, Stephanie, you're not searching the internet because that's gonna fuck up this recording.
No, I'm
she's
not.
not. She's allowing
That's why,
Peter to
I
look up.
always look shit up. I'm in a completely different place.
He can't fuck up the recording from his.
I mean, I
place.
guess I could have like Googled on my phone, but that sounds like work.
I mean, it would have been on par with our 50th episode, you know.
Everything just
Technical
break down.
difficulties.
Just throw the thing up.
For old time's sake.
Jesus Christ, Mr. Kitty.
Nice.
He's trying to cross technical difficulties over
I
here.
see that. You silly boy.
Earl Bowling? I don't know. Like the Dr. Peter from the Terminator movies?
Oh, really?
Dr. Peter Silverman? Yeah, he died January 5th.
Oh.
Oh.
I mean, he died in Hawaii.
Don't they go in threes? This is more than 3.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, it's been quite a few. Just there's a list. I don't recognize a lot of them.
we're like to 8. This is 8 is enough. Didn't we just find that out?
We need one more to complete the threes. Otherwise, we're going to be out of sorts.
Would
Come on,
it
Peter.
be deaths?
And there was a lot of celebrity deaths in 2022. I was looking at that too. Like, God, that in memoriam.
So it's not in threes unless we're waiting for 2 more people to drop because there was 14.
Yeah. The in memoriam of the Oscars this year is going to be like really long.
Yeah.
Well,
No, they only give notable people.
Oh man, did you know Stifler's mom? Stifler's mom got a Golden Globe.
Jennifer Coolidge.
Yeah, Stifler's mom.
Yes, let's immediately change the subject.
Yeah, I was trying. I was doing
Speaking of people who are still alive on a random thing, did you see that for the 30th anniversary of the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the original Blue Ranger and original Black Ranger are coming back to do a special 30th anniversary Netflix movie
Yeah, because
thing?
Jason's dead.
There you go. You took my joke.
Oh, it's so unfortunate.
Run it back around! Yeah!
Took my joke.
Mike died. Austin St.
God
John's
damn
in
it.
fucking jail, I think.
I tried, Peter. I tried to change the subject.
You went for Power Rangers, the thing that I was like,
Well,
I
it's-
made fun of this man who just died. I
It-
shouldn't have done that.
I seen it earlier. I am a little upset though, because like Amy Jo Johnson's not gonna be in it, and like her and Billy are like besties. So like, what the fuck?
I don't think they were in real life.
Yes, they were. Yes, they
Amy
were.
Jo Johnson was friends with most of the cast.
No. Okay.
She was particularly close to Jason David Frank, and is probably very upset.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to come back either.
No,
But
but David, what's his name? David Yost, the original Blue Ranger. Like they were really close. Like they were the only two, I think, like actual trained gymnasts. So they did most of their own stunts, if I remember correctly.
Well, no. They hired martial artists and gymnasts, people who could do a lot of their own stunts.
No, they recycled.
No, they hired those people for the fights before they morphed, and then also new footage that they went in to add in to make it make more.
Well, yeah, but 90% of it was footage ripped from 3 different other Japanese television shows.
Was it 3? Yeah,
Yeah.
because the ninja shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah,
two different ones for the robots and one for the ninja shit.
So much shit. So much shit from. No, the Zords were part of Super Sentai too. But they did steal a bunch of shit from that. Well, not steal, but they used it.
Yeah, it just was recut. It was allowed by the studios. It was
Yeah.
just recut.
But they hired actors that could do martial arts and stuff like that, so that they could do the live action cut fight scenes and also new added footage for the suit fight scenes. That's why when Green Ranger comes back after he initially loses his powers, he's got that dumb little shitty nylon shield. Because they fucked up and broke the original one when the costume got shipped to America, so they had to replace it with the shitty nylon one.
Oh,
That's funny.
damn. That's some crazy
Mighty
shit.
Morphin knockoff Rangers.
I think my favorite thing is how much they had to cut out of the White Ranger, because that was in the original show. He was like a tiny child who would morph into an adult body, so the adult actor was doing a bunch of really childish shit, and they cut all that out so that it didn't look like Tommy was doing that.
Yeah, no, it was some like magic schoolgirl anime bullshit.
Well,
Yeah.
they did that with the Blue Ranger in one of them.
Yeah,
As a
one of them
young
they did that
kid
too.
and-
Yeah,
Grew
Yeah,
like
that was
another
where,
2 feet.
Turbo, and everyone
yeah,
fucking hated
that was
it.
Turbo, wasn't it? Yeah, that one was bad.
Yeah,
The cars were cool and the Zord was pretty dope, but the show itself was just awful.
it was real bad. Yeah.
Mighty Morphin's the only Power Rangers I watch.
Dino Thunder was pretty good.
I have watched more of those series than I would care to admit.
I guess the Dino Thunder was pretty good.
You gotta at least check it out, right? Compare and contrast.
No, you don't at a certain point.
No,
Like, that is a show for children.
Peter, I'm trying to help you, bud. You're not making it easy.
That would be like me being like, I still watch Sesame Street. No, I have
What's
stopped.
wrong with
I don't watch
Sesame
it
Street?
anymore.
I watched Sesame Street for the plot.
I was a lot older than I should have been when I stopped watching the show. I'm not caught up at all, but I watched it for a lot
Well,
longer
yeah,
than I
because
should
it's
have.
been on the air constantly for like the last 30 years.
Right.
I think they've taken some minor breaks in there, but pretty much no, it's gone on this whole time
Right.
in one form or another, which is pretty impressive, honestly, when you really get down to it.
Yeah, I remember like when the action figures would come in our shipments, and I'd be like, "The fuck is this?"
Yeah, they started going off the rails towards the end there. What are you gonna do? I like the ones that used to morph, but it was just the head would flip around, kind of thing like that.
Right? Oh, those things are fucking...
So they're still
I had one of
they're
those
still
for
in the suit,
Spider-Man.
just no head,
Yeah.
just no mask. You're like, he's not really gonna blend in high school.
I had one of those as a kid for Spider-Man. So he was like in normal clothes, but when you squeezed the legs and the head flipped, it brought out like the symbiote suit head. So it's like, that's a weird combination.
I like
That's
it.
very odd.
Yeah, he would
I
never
don't
use
know.
the black mask in that scenario because the suit just kind of eats his clothes.
I don't like it.
No, they were terrible. They were nightmare toys, but they were what we had available.
Still played with them, damn it.
It was like those Ninja Turtle toys that you could open the shell and like fold them into the shell.
Yes, just for convenient storage.
I do not. I do not remember.
You don't
those.
remember those ones? Those are great.
I remember. You know what? Ones I remember. Puppy and Kitty Surprise,
Oh yes.
where you got it was like the big plush cat or dog, and inside like they'd have a little Velcro thing on its tummy, and there would be little puppies or kitties
A
inside.
random number.
Anywhere between, I think it was like 3 and 8, maybe more. That's what I remember.
Collect them all or some bullshit.
Yeah, I
Collect
I
them
had
all and have your infants die from choking.
I
Right.
had a puppy that
They're all
had 3
plush.
puppies.
They're all plush. They're stuffed animals. Nobody's gonna choke. Tom. Gosh. I don't know. The one thing that I will say, all right, there's a couple of things that I would enjoy being a child and nowadays just to be able to play with them like for the first time because they've gotten so ridiculous. One is Lego, but you can still do that as an adult and it's actually
They
much
have-
more reasonable
Say,
as an
don't
adult.
fucking judge me.
They
No,
have
like I said-
adult. They have adult, like special adult only Lego sets now.
No,
Yeah, but they're fucking boring.
yeah,
Are they like
they have
like
the
stripper
archi-
poles and
No, no.
bars and stuff like that?
No, they're like architecture and stuff like that, and they do it
Their
in micro scale.
architecture, there's fucking plants, just random.
Yeah, you can do like bonsai.
guitar.
You can do like
Yeah.
a bonsai Lego. Actually, Peter, just so you know, they have apparently dropped the ultra ridiculous Millennium Falcon. It's on sale currently.
Oh, good to know.
It is officially. It's like on sale for real from the Lego store, so it's you don't have to buy it from some third party asshole on eBay. And apparently, it's on sale as well at a discount.
For
I don't remember how much it was. It was. Oh no, it's an exorbitant amount of money still. It's at least $600.
Is that? Oh. Well.
That sale might be over.
Damn it!
Yeah, because it's back up to $850.
I just saw it today. Well, $850. If you can still buy it from the official Lego store for $850, that's not bad.
All right.
It's got like 3,000 pieces. It's insane.
And was it like this big?
It's 3.5 feet wide.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it's the size of this table.
I don't know where you'd put that. You don't have a Lego room.
I know, but I'm saying I couldn't buy it. But yeah, it's like the size of this table. It's
I'll
ridiculous.
make sure when
The
eventually.
biggest that I have is 2,000 pieces.
Eventually.
I don't have a place to put that shit together.
When we remodel the garage to our studio geek room, I'll make a special area just for your Legos.
Perfect. And the other thing is Transformers. Transformers have gotten fucking nuts.
They have.
Where
It's
they actually
kind of
transform.
amazing. You know, like
Yeah.
like there's
Well,
some,
they transform, but they're very articulate. Because before they would just be kind of shitty little things. Where it's like now it's standing up and you can see a head, but it's still like a solid block.
yeah. They have ones that will transform themselves too. They're not as intricate, but the ones like the ones like the legit ones, it takes like 19 steps to unfold and like put it out into the robot, and like it actually does it. You're like, all right, that's pretty fucking legit. And then when you put it down and like put it into car mode, it actually does stay rigid and works as a car instead of going when you start pushing it and it goes flump and his knees kind of stick out and roll along the ground. You know what I'm talking about?
It's like this, and then all of a sudden just goes.
Yeah, exactly. You're like, I don't think this was a Volkswagen Beetle. I was pretty sure it was supposed to be a Mustang. This is the wrong shape now.
Oopses.
But yeah, no, they have gotten so articulate and ridiculous, and they turn into so many different things. It's really sad that they keep making terrible movies.
Well, didn't you say they're?
I don't know. They're doing
Or
Beast
that was
Wars.
a game.
They're doing Beast Wars. No, they're doing the Beast Wars movie.
Beast Wars. And it has the potential to not suck ass.
It could not suck ass. You are correct.
Yeah.
We'll see.
That was one of the most optimistic things I've ever heard. I think I've heard you say, Peter. It might not suck ass. Or not. No, it wasn't. It might not. That's too positive. It could not suck ass.
It was the potential. It has the potential to not suck ass.
That's because Peter's excited for this and he doesn't want to be disappointed.
He wants some Beast Wars shit.
I hope the best for you.
It won't go well, but I can dream.
Where'd your positivity go?
Away.
It was there for like 30 seconds.
It was vaguely there.
It was vaguely.
Well, they fucked up the Dinobots, so I'm already mad.
Whatever.
I'm trying to find this weird old fucking Dragon Ball toy because the old shitty toys had immediately summoned in my head. It was like it was a Super Saiyan transforming little like Goku toy that I had, but it was shitty because it was like just a little action figure. But the way you would do the transformation is there would just be really loose like rubber, almost skin suit that you would put around the other toy that was just Super Saiyan Goku.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh
it was terrible. I hated this fucking thing, but it immediately popped into my head.
That sounds like it would just be full of germs. Just full of them.
Well, it also just fell apart so quickly because you're putting like a really hard substance with pointy bits through like a slit in the back of this really fucking soft thing.
Yeah, no, doesn't make any sense.
I don't like it.
Hey Tom, speaking of terrible things that people probably shouldn't watch or play with, didn't you say you did something like that recently as well?
What?
Tom had mentioned he had watched something that most people would agree that you should never watch, and everyone has questions why.
Yeah, that was the Star Wars holiday special.
Oh yeah, you said you watched that. Why?
Have you ever seen it?
No.
Yes.
I have.
Yes. That's why I ask, why, my good sir? Why?
Why?
You know.
Did you just really want to see the first appearance of Boba Fett?
No, because last year, I guess the Riff Raff did a, like a Mystery Science Theater 3000 or whatever.
The Riff Tracks guy, the original guys that did
Yeah,
that.
Riff Tracks, yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, so they did a special, and I found it on YouTube, so we watched it.
Oh, so you synced it up with the... Okay, that's a 100% perfectly acceptable reason to watch that then. Yes, that's completely different. And how was that? Were they good? Did they do a pretty good job?
it was a decent job. It wasn't like the funniest thing in the world because you got lost in a couple certain points, but it was still funny enough that you could watch and sit through the whole thing and not really be too upset.
bothered by
They
it.
did not have the Boba Fett thing, but I know that the Boba Fett thing was on Disney Plus that you can actually watch and it's actual canon. But yeah, I looked up like all the history on it and how it's like one of the worst blunders of Star Wars and it's not even canon.
Yeah.
Hot.
And then and then like I looked up interviews from all the stars and all the like everybody who was engaged with that thing and everybody's like, what happened? What holiday special? I don't remember that.
We filmed that.
We did that.
They just went hardcore in denial about
No,
it.
they tried to
Yeah,
bury.
because it's
They tried to bury
yeah.
that so hard, and now
They did.
that's what really surprised me when they just put it up on Disney Plus. I'm like, they tried to do
Because
everything in their
Disney's
power to
not
get rid of it.
ashamed of it. They think it's fucking funny.
Probably. They're like,
No,
we're
I
gonna
don't
do
think
another
Disney
one.
cares.
Well, they did this. Actually, I will say the Lego Star Wars Holiday Special was actually not terrible.
It was kind of cute.
It
They
was
probably
dumb.
released the original holiday special to be like, there, fucking lost media. Stop bitching about the original cuts of the movies.
Take something. Take something.
But
Be
what was
happy.
funny is what Riff Tracks had is they didn't have like the full movie through. You actually had to watch it with the commercials back from like 1970.
Because they were watching it off
Now
the
Because they had
that,
taped
right?
it off. Because they had taped it off TV.
now that's
Yeah.
amazing.
Well, yeah,
So
because
you-
Disney had buried it. They didn't have a copy to do it to.
So you watch 1970 something commercials, the random shit.
That actually
was-
sounds like
it
the
was
funniest.
great.
Them making fun of the commercials is probably going to
Oh,
be the best
they-
part of the whole thing.
So
They did. It was good too.
I've been watching the show on Disney Plus, like one of the National Geographic specials that it's called like Top 10 of the 80s, and every episode it counts down like the top 10 of a different category. Like they did fast food, technology, toys, like stuff like that. And so when they do it, they always show like commercials of that time, and I'm like, oh my god, it's so crazy.
They did some weird shit back on television in the day for advertisements. What I think you get away with was a little bit crazy.
Like I don't even like I barely remember like commercials, like a lot of commercials from when I was growing up, but the one that I always freaking remember is you guys know like the toaster strudels with the jelly inside or whatever.
Yeah, with the frosting on top. Yeah.
They had this one freaking commercial where like this guy was like going to eat one and he dropped the jelly on his pants, so he decides he's gonna take his pants off to lick the jelly off, and this like I guess the cleaning lady walks in and gives him like a disturbed look. He goes, "Pant licker." And for whatever reason that commercial has like stuck with me.
Weird shit sticks with you.
And like the Orbit commercial where like it cleans dirty mouths, and the two
The lint liquor.
yeah, cootie queen, you're a lint licker.
Who you call a lint liquor, you cutie queen? Yeah, that's. No, the Micro Machine guy has always stuck with me in my head. That runs on repeat for like.
I mean, how could that not?
it's just forever.
I guess that did not have an effect on me because I don't know.
And then growing up in Colorado, they have the strong arm Frank D. Azar. He's basically the Texas Hammer down here in Texas.
But for Colorado.
But for Colorado, yeah, he's Frank Azar.
Is that the guy that got sued about the Texas Hammer thing?
Probably, who knows? I don't know. Yeah. So that's the other commercial that lives rent free in my head forever. That and the Burt car dealerships in Colorado. I could still sing you their theme song. I don't think I will though, because mostly I can't sing, and then two, they might sue us. I don't know.
Oh yeah, they might have. Yeah, fair enough. Don't do it.
I
Can
don't
you
know.
just say the words?
Nobody does it better. Nobody but Bert. Nobody makes you feel so good behind the wheel. Hello, Colorado. It's time to buy an auto. Sound the alert. Nobody but Bert.
Nice.
Again, this live rent free in my head forever. There's no reason I should remember that, but it's stuck there for all time, and it makes me a little sad inside.
I think I can still do the Toys R Us and the Frosted Flakes theme.
No, that was very easy. Frosted Flakes are more than good. They're great. Come on.
Oh no, there was a whole song before that even little
Hey
part.
Tony, we love the things that you. Hey Tony, if it could would be you, you the one and only tiger with the one and only taste. Frosted Flakes, they're more than good. They're great. Come on, everybody knows that one.
Oh, I don't think Peter knew that one.
Peter knew that one.
Oh, that one.
See,
Shut up!
Peter knew that one.
You know what, guys?
Everybody knows that one. What was the other one?
The Toys R Us theme.
Isn't that one's pretty short though? I feel like, unless there's more to it than I know. I don't want to grow up because maybe if I did, then I couldn't be a Toys R Us kid. Isn't that the whole thing?
There's more before that.
Yeah, there's more before that?
Yeah,
Okay.
it was like a
Shit.
whole song.
Damn. I did not know that.
And my brain just blanked now.
Does Toys R Us still actually exist? I know they were basically going away, but they exist in some form, don't they?
They are
Technically.
making a comeback.
Yeah, they're re-expanding.
Oh, really? Good for them. Go Jeffrey the giraffe. That's their mascot. His name's Jeffrey.
I know.
Seems a little on the nose. Jeffrey the giraffery.
I'm trying to remember the freaking Toys R Us theme still.
Oh my lord! You said you knew it.
Well, because there's a part that starts before, but where my brain is picking it up is from bikes to trains to video games. It's the biggest toy store there is. Gee whiz, and
Well,
then
There was a lot to this
the
song.
part
What
he
the fuck?
said, the part that Zach was saying was part of that.
yeah, and then it goes
There's
into
more
that part.
apparently. I
Yeah.
didn't realize there was more. I thought that was all there was. Apparently, there's more to that toy store. I don't
Yeah,
know.
there is.
I mean, I don't think that.
It's fine.
Oh, there's got to be lyrics here. Toys
I have
R-
the lyrics. I was gonna post them in producer's note.
Ah.
There you go.
That song was written by Chase Holfelder.
Yeah, see? From bikes to trains to video games, there's the biggest toy store there is. Gee whiz. And then and the other part that you had.
Well, I meant that it was odd that you shut Zach down when he was leading with the opening of the song.
Oh,
There's
I
more
thought-
before that.
I thought that was
That's
the
how
end
the
of
song
it.
opens.
No, I thought that was the end of it.
It's both. It's both. It's
It's
a
both.
repeating thing.
It's fine.
That's the chorus, apparently.
It's the chorus.
Yeah.
In the newer ones, I think they didn't have the full song.
I think they just played the end of it, right?
They
Yeah,
just
I guess,
played
I guess.
"I Want to Grow Up, I Want to Be a Toys R Us Kid," and that was it.
Yeah.
I want to be a Toys R Us kid.
Yeah, because they would have all this stuff in the middle that they would talk about. But yeah, the actual song from 1980s. That's what he posted and showed you guys.
Solid.
I
Good
think
job.
it's weird.
Good job, team.
Ready?
50th episode, yay!
Yeah. Have we appropriately celebrated the people who've watched us? Those two people.
Well, we only have one comment from our community this week.
Down to one. We lost someone.
We lost somebody.
We didn't lose anybody. We just only had one comment.
Yeah, we lost someone.
Our one watcher.
And also, I didn't actually go on YouTube to this is just YouTube notified me there was a comment, so I didn't
Ooh,
check
new
if there's
comment.
something else. But anyway, from our number one fan, Jay Gilmer 42. She says, well, Jonathan Kasdan, the creator of the Willow series, wants to do seasons 2 and 3. Is this really necessary? I was fine with the season finale of season 1. Shows that should have ended a long time ago: The Simpsons, Bob's Burgers, and Family Guy. The show that should have gotten one more season is Gotham.
Oh my God.
Just when young Bruce was becoming interesting, the network pulled the plug. March 16th to the 19th is the All Con in Dallas. Any chance you guys are renting a booth and doing a live broadcast?
No.
Unfortunately, not this year, Jay Gilmer. We
Also, Bob's Burgers is phenomenal, and an extra season for Gotham? That show should have ended after 2 episodes.
Now, I will agree. Simpsons and Family Guy have both gone on too long.
Those two are fine. Bob's Burgers, those two need to go.
Bob's
Bob's Burgers
Burgers
is great.
is actually making an even better turnaround after the movie. I think they've really hit it hard again and really back into their stride. So I think give Bob's Burgers another chance there, Miss J. Gilmer. That show's still solid. It holds up.
Maybe I shouldn't insult our one viewer.
No, I will say, I think I will give her a little bit on the Gotham. I think they were actually coming around to figuring out how to actually write that show towards the end of the first season, but they had done such a bad job of doing it in the first half of that first season that making up for it a little bit on the back half, it definitely didn't surprise me that it didn't get any more seasons.
Right. That being said, the point that they were making is that we wanted Batman. They weren't allowed to do Batman.
Well, yeah, of course.
There was a lot of shit that they were specifically not allowed to do. And I think they actually got hard canceled because they tried to sneak Joker in there, and it was very obvious.
Yeah, they did a little bit of that.
Yeah. So they barely got away with what they got away with.
I did enjoy like the premise of the show, like following Jim Gordon and like his origin story. I thought was pretty
but the
interesting.
dude didn't have like a big fluffy mustache, and that's like half of Jim Gordon's character.
Because he wasn't old Jim Gordon yet, Peter. He was
No,
still
but
a young buck.
We know what Jim Gordon looked like when Bruce's parents died, and he had the mustache.
It was
So
at least
it's still
starting.
wrong.
It was
Oh
at
my
least
God.
starting. It might have been his rookie mustache, but it was still a mustache.
That was one version.
And actually, he was Detective
That
Jim
was
Gordon
most
at the time
versions. That was
too.
like 90% of the versions.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
pretty
but
much
everyone
all.
knows him.
Peter.
He's not even commissioner anymore in the comics.
Isn't he just Detective Gordon?
I think he's retired.
Oh yeah, most of the time he's just retired now, isn't he?
Yeah.
They still call him commissioner though, because
Yeah.
he was still the best one Gotham ever had.
Right. Well, I mean, I think it's Renee Montoya now.
But I will say, Willow. I will say it needs if I mean I don't think it needs.
We
a season
haven't
2.
finished watching it yet.
Have we not?
No.
I thought we had finished watching it. No, you were right. We're caught up. We watched like episode 6. There's like 2 more episodes now. Shit. We'll have to
So
see
who
how
knows?
it
Maybe
ends.
it does give like a solid conclusion, and they're
If it-
just like, no, we want more.
If it gives a solid conclusion, I'm like, yeah. Where we stopped, I'm like, yeah, it needs a couple more episodes. It feels a little unfinished right now in episode 6.
Yeah. So we'll finish that eventually.
I don't
But
believe it.
I mean, eventually, yeah, I would love to, like, at some of the cons in the area, I would love to, like, get a booth and have us be out there and doing stuff. It's just not in the cards right now.
Right. It'd be cool to do if we had people watching us.
Well, I mean,
yeah,
that's
If we don't, we're just showing up in a booth where a bunch of people are like, who the fuck are those guys? And then
yeah,
moving
but
on.
it
We're
is
fun people.
one way to get exposure is by going. I mean, that's
You want
why
us
they
to
have a
expose
whole.
ourselves at a Comic-Con?
That is deeply inappropriate stuff.
That seems like a great way to go to prison.
That's how a lot of that's why they have like Artist Alley and stuff is so
Oh,
these
yeah.
people can get more exposure and more fans. I mean, I've got a friend who runs a GameStop and wants us to come do late night events for him.
Oh, I would do that.
So we'll keep you posted and updated on the.
Can me and Tom color commentate on people's video game prowess? I would enjoy that.
When he lets me know it when a late night event is coming
We're
up,
doing it.
we can discuss
Oh, it's happening.
what we'll do for it.
You'll all be invited.
Are you done?
Maybe. Yeah, sure, I'll be done.
Oh, okay. Thanks.
Anytime.
Anybody else do anything exciting? Cool. Cool. Well, I guess that's gonna bring us to extra
Extra bit. 50th episode, yay!
Yeah. And as with all the others, I don't have a bit.
It's fine, Peter. You know what? You showed up, so.
He doesn't have a bit to stand on.
All right. So my first one this week is 15 of the worst Bumble fails. So Bumble is a dating app. That's actually how we met.
You're not supposed to tell people that. I'm kidding.
How do you meet people now
Yeah,
on the
that's
internet?
the joke. Is you're supposed to have
Definitely
some.
don't pretend
Swipe right.
You're
random dates for food.
You're supposed to make up the fact that you're supposed to make up some cute origin story instead of going, we just met on the internet. But
No.
met on the
So
internet.
this is just like a bunch of like things that went terribly wrong when people were trying to like
Hook up,
start conversation.
bump uglies.
Anyway.
Start conversations. Yeah,
And then
sure.
in your dose of Disney, I've got an article here, which was pretty interesting, talking about how Disney is looking to make a massive change to meet and greets. And not necessarily the meet and greet itself, but actually for the costume characters, because those suits are extremely limiting visual, like for the person in the costume to see. So they're thinking about trying to make some kind of costume where they could actually put basically a VR headset inside the mask so that they could actually have like normal vision and maybe not be as limited.
So is Disney just trying to create power armor?
Yeah.
Is that the next step?
Yeah.
That seems like a great way to give someone heat stroke.
Yeah,
In
that's
Florida,
what my
yeah,
brain
that
was
was
going.
my-
Thank
Already
you
like
for
really warm, and adding a VR headset on
yeah.
top of that.
I mean,
You're
again,
also gonna
this
fry
is-
the shit out of the headset. It's not gonna be able to, cool
Not-
itself.
This is all
Not even that. As soon as they put fans on there, all the people are gonna just hear
the whole time.
This is like all theoretical right now.
Why
Like
is Minnie
nothing
Mouse
is.
humming?
It's just like some thoughts that they had, like, because they're just trying to find ways to make it easier for costume characters.
Oh yeah, but
Fucking-
you have to remember most bombs don't tick; they vibrate. So people are gonna think that there's a bomb in Donald Duck's head. They're like, I swear to God, it's gonna explode.
fucking Mickey Mouse. Oh hey kids! Oh
Just
shit!
get
Oh my god!
Just the whole time in the
I
background.
mean, it wouldn't be anything different.
Start shocking the
than-
person inside.
Like right now, they're like because they do have a talking Mickey, and so like the technology wouldn't be much heavier or different than the technology they put in that suit.
Oh, yeah. Well, I don't know. I do
mean-
love like the stormtroopers in the
What?
the stormtroopers that walk around the Star Wars area on Batuu. They have speakers in their helmets that actually do everything, but they're all coordinated by buttons that are on their guns. So they have like 19 different program phrases basically, and depending on what order they push the buttons on their guns, they can actually have like a conversation with you. And it's really intriguing how they do kind of stuff like that, because that's the same technology they have like in the Talking Mickey. They got recorded stuff, but enough that you can go, oh hi, how are you, kind of stuff like that, and do everything. But they got some really like petty and mean ones in the Star Wars one. Like there's one that's like, oh, never mind, I don't see any Jedi here. But like when they use it strategically, it'll be like the guy will still have like his lightsaber out. He goes, no, never mind, I don't see any Jedi here, and they just walk away with Kylo Ren, kind of shit like that. And they're like, yeah, fuck that guy. Because it's supposed to be like, oh, the kid hides, and like, oh no, we're good, we don't see any Jedi. And they're like, nah, they've been using it in wonderful and petty ways, and I'm appreciating the cast members at Disney just doing that. I'm like, that's great. Yeah, be nice to the kids, but the adults, if he's being
Top
a
tier.
douchebag, fuck him. That's good shit.
If you want to do something like that, just get the people who did the Ninja Turtle suits from the old movies. Those things were great, and people could operate in that shit without dying.
They literally did kung
What's
fu. They literally did kung fu in those suits.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's creepy when you can see their teeth inside of the turtle's teeth.
Yeah, but even that only happened when they like yelled and shit, and it was only sometimes.
I know, it was like you get some very alien vibes. You're like, whoa, there's a mouth inside the mouth. No.
Point being, like, yeah, if you want to do meet and greet stuff where you're actively engaging like that and not in limited interactions like with stormtroopers or a King Mickey or whatever the fuck it is, you need to get a suit like those so
Well,
that people cannot die.
It like from what I can tell, it's not even necessarily that they're trying to make every character more interactive. They're just trying to find ways so that like when a little kid is randomly running up behind a character, they don't like turn around and whack them in the face because they can't. They have no.
No, that's funny.
Spatial-
That should keep happening.
Oh, it does happen all the time.
Like I said,
That's
that
a
should keep
parent
happening.
problem.
Hopefully, that kid will learn a lesson that day.
It's a fucking parent problem.
But
Yeah.
I mean, even but like not even. I mean, it's not even like when a character isn't paying attention. Like sometimes even when they are paying attention, like they just it's so limiting what they can see. They just have no spatial awareness.
Oh, I can't say it can be fun. I'm sure it's not. And yeah, anything they can do to help.
Unless you are tall enough that they can see you through that peephole, like you're probably getting smacked in the face.
Didn't they have fucking handlers that kind of walk with them and stuff?
That's also why they have the handlers there. I think they're probably trying to cut back on the handlers too, so they don't.
Yeah,
Have to
they're
deal
trying
with
to
shit
save money on the
movies.
handlers.
Well, no, they'd still
Replace them
have,
with machines.
but they'd still have handlers because even face characters have handlers to keep the line moving and keep people from like lingering.
Like I said, maybe they're just trying to get away with less handlers. Instead of having 2 people on a head character, they got 1 person.
I think most of them still
I mean,
have one.
In terms of trying to avoid lawsuits and shit, it is most likely to stop fucking the costumed actors from whacking kids on the accident. But again, that's mostly a parent problem. Keep control of your fucking kid. And even then,
You are Disney. It's hard. They get excited.
right? Even then, VR headsets, like setting that up as a camera system would really not be a great idea. There's always at least a slight delay in the shit you're seeing.
I'm just saying you have to
usually
remember
requires a great deal of light to work properly.
it's also Disney, so they might have some technology that they're not necessarily sharing with other people yet too.
And then they're guys in the suit getting motion sickness from having a VR headset on and not fucking realizing that their
that's
brain
They
is.
start
honestly-
kicking kids on purpose because they think they're little gremlins trying to kill them.
I mean, that was my thought. Is I was like, ooh man, VR already makes me sick. Could you imagine?
Being
Having
in
a
a
seizure.
being in a confined space and only having the VR, yeah, that'd be awkward.
Yeah.
Having a seizure inside the puppet.
I love my VR headset, but it is stressful having to move around with it on.
Like to actually do anything that isn't directly involved with playing the game, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, where was that soda that I had?
Yeah, but with the type of VR Peter's talking about, like that's because you can't see. Like it's just what's
It would also
being.
Because a lot of these issues come from the fact that the masks are severely limiting your peripheral views, and you don't have that with VR headsets.
Well, they're also developing that technology too for the that kind of stuff like that. So
Yeah, I
Didn't
think.
Google-
I'm saying, if you do this to your mascots, you need to start fucking paying them better.
Didn't Google Glass have the freaking reverse camera or whatever it was?
Yeah, but nobody liked Google Glass. It was fucking stupid.
Yeah, but I think it was like the plan was to have like 4 different cameras that they'd be able to access through the thing.
Like one at a time.
Again,
It just feels like we're about to turn Disney World into like Five Nights at Freddy's.
this
It's like they're
is
fucking
fucking-
working an excavator. They're just
isn't-
freaking switching
isn't-
cameras in their headset. Just be like, okay, my right's clear.
I'm sorry, you mentioned
good.
something very interesting in one of your extra bits, so we wanted to discuss.
well, this wasn't an official article released by Disney being like, "Hey guys, this is what we're gonna do." This is just like a fan site that was like, "Oh, they got a hold of something that Disney might be looking into and put like a theory down."
be intriguing. Be intriguing.
I enjoyed the conversation at least.
Me too.
Well, I just wanted to be clear. Like, I don't want people thinking that like Disney, this is something Disney's definitely doing or that they released or anything like that.
I just want to. I want them to be able to have a button in the suit that they can press when they're backing up. So Donald Duck beeps when he's reversing.
Just make it like one of his random yells.
Beep. Beep.
Thomas, you had a story to tell.
Well, yeah, just went out to dinner, and I'm gonna preference this with this:
Preference it.
if you were to talk to somebody and say that this drink is super sweet, what drug could you reference it to?
This drink is super sweet.
Yeah.
I mean, it tastes like crack.
Essentially, like cocaine, right? Because
Yeah.
sugar, cocaine, that kind of
Yeah.
thing. So I asked for a sweet tea
Uh-huh.
at this restaurant, and this kid brings it up to me, and I take a sip of it, and it is straight sugar, just 100% sugar water. It's not even tea. Just I'm like, holy shit, and I pass it. Somebody else tastes it and goes, holy shit, and I go, yeah. So the waiter comes back. I go, hey man, so this is like cocaine. Could I get some regular, just unsweet tea? And he looks at me, and his exact words were, I don't do cocaine, sir. I don't know what that's like. And I stop and I go,
That's not the important part about that statement.
I was like, dude, it's a joke. I'm talking about how sweet this tea is. It's like cocaine. Sugar, cocaine makes sense. And then I'm just like, oh my God. And everybody at the table starts laughing because they got the reference, but this
Poor
kid did not. And I'm just going, oh my God. So
I'm sorry, so
at
I
the
don't
end,
do cocaine.
yeah, sorry, sir. I've never done cocaine. It's like, okay. It's like he looked offended too. So it's either one, he thought I assumed that he did cocaine, or two, he assumed that I've done cocaine. So I'm just like,
I'm gonna
oh
go
my
ahead and
God.
imagine that he thought you were trying to buy cocaine off of him.
Who knows? He just seemed like he was distraught and upset about it. So I was like, okay. And then at the very end on the check, I wrote, cocaine's a hell of a drug, Dave Chappelle. Have a great week.
Oh my
Uh,
god, Thomas.
Isn't that
So
Rick
just-
James? Isn't that Dash Rick
It's
James dash
yeah,
Dave
it's Rick
Chappelle?
James, but yeah, it was yeah. Sorry,
Cocaine's
sir.
a hell
I've
of a
never done
drug.
cocaine. Are you fucking kidding, kid? Like, come on, man.
That's funny.
It was the
Didn't
exact wrong thing to focus up on. What I was upset about is that you gave me basically poisonous tea, and I wanted something that was lightly sugared.
No, what they did, okay, having worked in a restaurant and knowing how the sweet tea is made, what happened there was they made a new batch of tea. But what they didn't do was he poured the simple syrup that they used to sweeten the tea into the dispenser first and started the machine to make a new batch of tea and immediately poured you the glass of tea. So there was a slight brown tinge to it because there was about an ounce of tea in with about at least a gallon of simple syrup, which is just sugar and water. So you got something that did not quite entirely not resemble tea.
I mean, it came out the same color as the regular
Like
tea.
I'm saying,
So
no, yeah, it definitely can't, it's going to give that tinge because the tea is actually heavier, so it sinks right through it. So they get a little bit of tea, but mostly sugar. So yeah,
Was
you
it
got
no,
did-
it wasn't even at the bottom. I drank from the rim of the cup, so it
No, no.
was the
Yeah, no.
full
What
cup
what he's saying is, in the machine, they put the simple syrup all in first.
in the bottom.
And while it was brewing, he was already pouring your glass. Is what happened there. He didn't wait for it to brew up and actually stir it. While it was brewing, he just goes, "Oh fuck it," because if you did it with an unsweet tea, you can do that. It'll be hot, but as long as you got ice in there, you're good to go. So he's just got a gallon of simple syrup with some tea filtering through it that's going straight into your cup. So it looks like tea, but it's all just sugar water.
It really was. It was just pure cocaine at that point.
You're like, no, you got to put some tea in there. I'm like, I like some sweet tea. Sure, you can do it sweet. But damn, son, you got to put tea in it or else it's just sweet.
I just felt old. I was like, this is just
I'm
like
sorry.
cocaine, you know?
I'm sorry, sir. I don't do cocaine.
I've never done cocaine.
Like,
So I
I
don't do
tried
cocaine.
Molly a couple times, but no, I've never done cocaine.
Wow, dude.
I microdose, but that's what the next generation does, is what I understand. It's all about microdosing mushrooms. Because the spores are not illegal and you can buy them online. It's just illegal if you actually own them.
Zachary.
Oh, yeah, that's not my bit. My bit is back to sports. Surprisingly, on this one, it just made me laugh because the Australian Open is currently happening, and Rafael Nadal, who, if you know anything about tennis, he's like the guy in men's tennis. But apparently, and this is a quote from Rafael Nadal, is the ball boy took my racket. Halfway through his match in the Australian Open, they literally had a delay because he couldn't find his racket. Because apparently he called for them to he needed one of his rackets restrung, but the ball boy took the racket that he was actively using, not the one that needed to be restrung. So he's running around and going, "Where the fuck's my racket?" And so they delayed it, and they're like, the ball boy goes, "Oh, I'm sorry, I thought you meant this one." He goes, "No." So they had to take all the stuff off that racket because it was being restrung. Because it's got like a weird dampener and stuff on it so that you can get more power. I don't know. Major professional tennis is weird. They add all sorts of extra shit to it. But so he had to get all that off, put it all on, then start the match, restart the match because he's like, I can't find my fucking racket.
Aww.
And then apparently during the middle of the afternoon, the stadium lights came on in the same match. So they're getting weird, like super bright lights from different angles when it's already the noonday sun in Australia. And they're like, can we turn those off, guys? What the fuck is going on? So yeah, they had a bunch of weird shit happen in Rafael Nadal's Australian Open match. So maybe tennis is interesting. It's not. Maybe that's just to me. I don't know. It's okay. It's okay.
Oh.
It's fine.
My
Everything's
goodness. Well, thanks for joining us for our 50th episode.
Here's to
50th
50 more.
episode.
If we make it to 100, we'll do something real exciting. It won't be what I'm doing right now because it's weird, but go with me here.
No, I refuse.
It's fine. The 8-Bit Cat Show usually comes out on Fridays. We're trying hard. Stick to that.
I think we're getting worse about it.
Rude.
Hey, this is 2 Fridays in a row. We're good to go. All right.
We're good
Here we
to go. Peter, tell the people what to do if they like us.
I don't remember.
That's not helpful. It's not helpful
He
at
doesn't-
all.
He
Right.
doesn't even like us.
Go to our PayPal.
PayPal.
I mean, if they just want to contribute directly to a PayPal, sure, I'm in. Honestly.
I mean, the offer to get me
Support us on Bitcoin.
$500 is still totally on the table.
Peter will still quit for $500.
No, wasn't it 1,000? Oh no, it's 1,000 to get them back.
Yeah, 1,000 to
Yeah.
get me to come back.
Thomas, do you know what the people must do if they like us?
Like, share, and subscribe. And then also follow us on Patreon and other platforms. You can also stream us on Spotify, iTunes, and other things. This is the
Are we
first
on
time I've
Audible?
done this. So yeah.
It's not the
Find
first
us
time.
anywhere.
I threw
8-Bit Cat.
Zach under the bus last week.
It's the first
Yeah,
time
that
he's done it.
Hey,
Yeah, that's the first time he did it.
Shit.
Hey, and luckily she has them written on the screen here, so I knew what to read.
I was
Dang,
trying.
I did that all by memory.
I'm
That was
trying to
pretty
change
good.
it up.
You had me beat.
It was pretty good, Tom. That was like almost all of them. There's like only 2 you missed.
Be prepared because in the coming weeks, the guys will randomly be thrown this, and we'll see who can be up to the task.
None of
Oh,
us.
if this happens, I'm just gonna start lying.
Lying.
Yeah,
Oh,
please.
I'm
Yeah.
in. I'm in.
Just make up random
Keep
shit.
throwing it out there.
I will do it.
Follow us on Twitter at Baguette Sets.
Until next time, my friends, geek out, be fabulous, and have fun.
I want to be a Toys R Us kid.
Bastet, goddess of cats. Send out your sight. Bring me co-stars when the sky is night. Messages fly, magic soar, familiar, bring them to my door. Boop.
Oh, intelligent network of women played 18% of roles.
Hey. Hey, you. Lad.
Hello?
Are you bored?
Why, no. Where are you?
What are you reading?
History? What else
That
would I
sounds boring.
do? No, it's not boring. It's actually really interesting. Where are you? Hello?
You're coming with me.
No, no, no. No, 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 no. Oh, god damn. Fuck. Where am I?
Are you weird like this guy?
What, that guy?
God, can you believe this shit?
No!
Oh my god, seriously, what a fucking loser. Why are you such a fucking weirdo?
I take offense to that. What the hell, buddy?
I didn't say that. It's fucking voice, man. You heard the same thing I heard.
What the fuck is going on, man?
It's, man, I don't know. He's calling you a weirdo. I thought it was actually really good. I'm surprised you didn't. I mean, the no thing was great, but I would have gone with, Anakin and I have the high ground, but
I'm not much of a prequels guy.
yeah. Where am I?
What the fuck is going? Where's all my shit?
Where's my hat?
I'm not important. Are you lonely like that guy?
What?
You see him out in the middle of the field? God, I think he thinks it's fucking real. You're lonely, right?
I'm not lonely. I came out here on purpose.
Yeah, but what are you even fucking doing out here?
I'm trying to summon Thor.
Yeah, did it work?
No. Hence the... Did you... Really?
What's with the fucking helmet, you weirdo?
It's raining.
But what does that even fucking mean?
It's raining.
Oh, God. Oh, you guys. What the fuck is going on? I have no idea.
Mistress, I brought them for you.
Mistress?
Oh, you're here.
Oh, God.
So whether you're lonely, weird, or just a bit bored, watch the 8-Bit Cat Show, a place where friends geek out over the nerdy things we love, occasionally with cats. Oh, look at all my new shit. Ooh, a wallet. I can support 8-Bit Cats on Patreon now. Yes.